A Tale of Two Cities. Unit 1, Class 6, Supplementary Reader, NCERT Text, CBSE. Coming to the lesson, A Tale of Two Birds. So you all must have seen the birds in the nest. But have you ever seen some type of disaster in which these birds have been separated from each other? So this particular story is something about the two birds who were separated from the nest, and they landed in two different places, in two different atmospheres. A mother bird and her two young ones lived in a forest. Now the story begins like this. The mother bird and her two young ones lived in a forest. The mother was killed in a storm, and the young birds were separated from each other. Each found a different home. There once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. Now here it has been said that once a bird lived with two newborn babies in a forest in a nest. They had a nest in a tall shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So they used to live in a tall shady tree, and the mother used to look care of them. One day there was a big storm, and there was thunder, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. So one day what happened? There was a big storm, and there was thunders, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. Among the trees, this tree also came down. A big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the birds. So what happened? A heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird, means the mother bird. And fortunately for the baby birds, the strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. But fortunately, the lives of the two small babies were saved, and they just went to the other side of the forest by the help of a strong wind which blew and took away to the other side. One of them came down near a cave. So one baby landed near the cave where a gang of robbers lived. The other landed outside a rishi's ashram, a little distance away. Days passed, and the baby bird became big birds. One day, the king of the country came to the forest to hunt. He saw a deer and rode after it. It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. Soon the king lost his way and didn't know where he was. So days passed and the birds became big. One day what happened was the king of the country came to the forest to hunt, and he saw a deer, and he just rode behind this particular deer, and he ran deep into the forest, and he was lost in the forest. And that's how he came to the other side of the forest. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. So he was there on the other side of the forest, very tired by now. He was very tired, and he got off means came down his horse and sat down under a tree that stood near a cave. So now he just came down under a tree that stood near a cave. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up." So what happens? Suddenly there was a voice saying, "Quick, hurry up. There's someone under the tree." Now he heard somebody saying that there is somebody under the tree. "Come and take his jewel and his horse." So he heard that someone was saying that, "Come and take his jewel and his horse. Hurry, or else he will slip away." Now this also was being said by the bird, that he may slip away. Please come and take the things of this particular person. The king was amazed, and he looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. He also heard a faint noise issuing from the cave, and he quickly got on to his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So, what happened? He heard this particular voice from a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting, and he was amazed to see that. He also heard the faint noise. There was some small noises coming from the cave, so he understood that it must be the cave of the thieves. He quickly got on to his horse and rode away as fast as he could. So he was fast to move out of that place as he could. Soon he came to a clearing which looked like an ashram. So what happened? Soon he reached near a ashram. It was the rishi's ashram. So it was a rishi's ashram. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. So the king was tired, so he tied his horse to a tree and sat down in its shade. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice announce. Suddenly he heard a gentle voice that announced, "Welcome to the ashram." So it said that, "Welcome to the ashram. Sir, please go inside and rest." So it also said that, "Please go inside and rest. The rishi will be back soon." It also said that rishi will be back soon. There's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable. It also said that there's some cold water in the pot. Please make yourself comfortable. The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. Again, he saw a big brown bird in the tree. He was amazed. And this one looked like the other bird outside the cave. So it was the same bird outside the cave, but actually it was the another bird. He said to himself aloud, "It looks very similar." "You are right, sir," answered the bird. "He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers." So now he said that this bird said that he is my brother who is near the cave, and he is a friend of the robbers. He now talks as they do. He doesn't talk to me anymore. So now he says that he is with the robbers and he talks like the robbers and he don't talk to me. Just then the rishi entered the ashram. Just then what happened? The rishi came to the ashram. "Welcome, sir," he said to the king. "Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Then you can share my food." So now the rishi said that, "Please come inside, sir, and make yourself comfortable. You look tired and take rest for a while, and then you can share my food." The king told the rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked so alike. So now he also mentioned to this rishi about the story of these two birds, his experience, and he also said that meeting another bird near the cave, and it was so different from this particular bird. The forest is full of surprises. He also said that the forest is full of surprises. The holy man smiled and said, "After all, one is known by the company of one keeps." So now the saint said that one is always being known by the company one keeps. It means that one always has the effect of the company he is with. The friends we have always have a great influence on us. That bird has always heard the talk of robbers. So he said that that particular bird always have heard the uh, talks of the robbers, and he imitates them and talks about robbing people. So he imitates them, and he talks about something about robbing the people. this one has repeated what he has always heard. This bird also repeats the same thing, what he has heard. He welcomes people to the ashram because he hears us welcoming people. So that's why this bird also welcomes people. So now come inside and rest. Now he says that you can come inside and rest. I will tell you more about this place and these birds. Now he said that I will tell you more about this particular place and these birds. So he said that I will tell you more about them. So this was something about the story of A Tale of Two Birds. So the moral is, we should always be in a right company to have the right behavior. If we don't have a nice company, what will happen? We will develop a bad behavior and we will be criticized by everyone for our bad behavior. Now coming to the summary of the lesson. The story is all about a mother bird and her two newborn birds. Mother died in a storm and the sons got separated from each other in the thunderstorm, and due to the strong wind, the tall tree that they lived on also fell and they were blown away to the other side of the forest. One of them reached near a gang of robbers and the other one landed near the rishi ashram. One day a king got exhausted while following a deer, and he came and sat under the tree near the cave of robbers. There the king heard a big brown bird's voice. It was calling the robbers to rob the king. The king hurried, got up from there and rode away, and he reached near the rishi's ashram. Here again he heard the bird's voice, but it was a complete contrast to what he heard earlier. This bird asked the king to take rest inside the ashram and wait for the rishi to come. The king was amazed and to see the similar appearance of the birds, but this voice was too gentle. The bird told the king that his brother had learned that language from the robbers. When the rishi came, the king shared the story of the bird with him. Rishi smiled and said that it was the impact of the company that was being reflected on the behavior of the birds. That bird had no fault. He was just repeating what he had heard, and the forest was full of varied surprises. So this was a summary. Now coming to the question answers of the lesson. How did the two baby birds get separated? The two baby birds were separated because of a fierce storm. The strong wind made them fall far away. Where did each of them find a home? One baby bird reached a cave of robbers and the other landed near a rishi's ashram. Now coming to the third question. What did the first bird say to the stranger? The first bird said, "Quick, hurry up. There's someone under the tree. Come and take his jewel and his horse." What did the second bird say to him? He said, "Welcome to the ashram, sir. Please go inside and rest. The rishi will be back soon." Now coming to the fifth question. How did the rishi explain different ways in which the birds behave? The rishi explained that the birds were reflecting the impact of their company. Which one of the following sum up the story best? The bird in the hand is worth two. In the bush, the one is known by the company of one keeps. A friend in need is a friend indeed. So here the answer is which one? Answer is the second one. Now coming to the long questions. A man is known by the company he keeps. The story of two birds reveals this truth. Both the birds were siblings, but the drastic difference in their attitude is evidence. They responded in contrast with each other when they saw the king, and the first bird behaved like robbers, whereas the second bird welcomed him as it was bred in Rishi's ashram. Coming to the second question, the child should be nurtured well to make him or her a good citizen. Do you agree or not? A child will grow into a responsible citizen if he or she is groomed well. A child is like a bud. Its mental, psychological, and social aspects should be given priority. Education enables a person to earn the livelihood, and the traits that he adopts decides how he is going to behave. Now, coming to the fill in the blanks with appropriate words. The strong wind dashed the birds away deep into the forest, flew away. One of the bird dashed outside of Rishi's ashram, landed. The king seemed dashed to hear a similar voice, amazed. The heavy branch dashed the nest and killed the birds, hit. Life is full of surprises. So these are the answers. So write down the meanings of the following phrases. Blew away means they were thrown away. Rode after means he went after. Rode away means went away with that of the horse. Got off means came down from the horse. Look up means just to look up. Make friends means to have friends. Now that was the end of the lesson, A Tale of Two Birds. Thank you.